Welcome to the Strenuous Life Radio, the podcast where entrepreneurs, men and women, learn the essentials and human skills of the strenuous life. Get ready, buckle up. This is going to be a wonderful two-parter. Howdy, everybody. Today, we're going to be talking about the big stick. In September of 1901, Vice President, later President Theodore Roosevelt, gave a speech in Chicago in which he said, "Speak softly and carry a big stick, and you will go far," I bet. Well, one of the favorite platforms I gotta say, as far as a conservative federalist, is Peace Through Strength. You know, we haven't necessarily had this in this current presidential administration, and I think we need to go back to that. When you've had presidents like Kennedy, Theodore Roosevelt, Kennedy, Johnson, Reagan, and Trump, and of course George H.W. and W. Bush. Although I admire W's fortitude a little bit better. That's something to think about. And really and truthfully, I got to tell you, folks. That's what Theodore Roosevelt was talking about. It's peace through strength. And say we got another cowboy president come in 2024. I don't know whether that's going to happen, but we should have one. And that cowboy president tells them, Taliban, hey, you're going to return all our citizens and our equipment back to the United States, or we're going to bomb y'all and put you Talibans right back out of office again. I don't know if that's likely to happen, but it sounds good to me. And why not? Why not? We need that strength. We need that growth, don't you think? I want to give you some anecdotes of how peace through strength worked. Theodore Roosevelt called him in to negotiate a peace treaty between Russia and Japan. And let me tell you something. He had to play rough. And when he got done with that negotiations, he turned to someone, most likely maybe his wife, said, "I wanted to put their two heads together and make them negotiate." Now, I'll tell you something. That takes nerve. That takes nerve. I want you to think about that. It's not that hard to do. If you think about it. Peace through strength. We don't have very many presidents that have actually used that. Well, I mean, we've had a few. Let me give you a few anecdotes. 1962. Actually, 1961. The Berlin Crisis. I gotta say, that had to be one of the hardest crises on President Kennedy. He had a lot to think about. Dealing with a hardened Nikita Khrushchev. And finally, They both had to sit down and say, okay, listen, Khrushchev, you're going to die by the original agreement. We'll let you keep East Germany, but West Germany is hands off. We'll do a blockade, whatever it takes. You ain't taking West Germany. Then there's 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis. Kennedy received words of those missiles coming away. And you know something? Here's the thing. He didn't know how to respond at first, but then he told Khrushchev and Castro, hey, y'all either take out those missiles or take them down, those missiles, or we're going to bomb them. And then his brother Bobby, he was like, are you kidding? He said, you're willing to do to them exactly what the Japs did to us. See, Bobby Kennedy was in the Navy at the time of World War II, around 44. He was real sensitive about Pearl Harbor. So Bobby Kennedy recommended what was known as a naval blockade. And Khrushchev says, okay, we'll get rid of the missiles in Cuba if you get rid of the missiles in Turkey. And Kennedy says, no, our blockade is growing. Unless you get rid of those missiles, withdraw those missiles from Cuba. Guess what? We came to the brink of nuclear war. It was a game of political chicken. And guess what? Khrushchev blinked. He blinked. How you think about that? You think about that and you have a chance. Ronald Reagan. Some Libyan terrorists were giving us problems on our planes. And Ronald Reagan warned Gaddafi, hey, you either cut that out or we're gonna do something about it. Gaddafi said, forget you. Guess what? One particular night in April of 1986, it started raining fire. Against the advice of some of the international community, like France, rather, Reagan bombed the crap out of Libya. And Gaddafi's going nuts like, hey, you shouldn't have done that, you shouldn't have done that. And Reagan said, we told you. And leave our people alone. And he got respect by people. Because of peace through strength. George H.W. Bush, August 2nd of 1990, the Iraqis invade Kuwait. He gives them 2 months, sends troops down there saying, hey, them troops are going to stay down here till you pull out of Kuwait. Saddam Hussein says, Guess what? Troops got sent out there. In January of 1991, it started raining fire. That's right. Operation Desert Storm. We were real good and we were about ready to invade Baghdad. And Bush tells Schwarzkopf, call it off. Then 9/11 happened. And Bush is like, I ain't going to stand this. We're going to fight the war on two fronts. Afghanistan and Iraq. February, March of 2003, in Iraq, it started raining fire. Shock and awe. Shock and awe. There was bombs everywhere. And this time Bush, learning from his daddy's mistakes, invaded Baghdad, sent Saddam Hussein running, and guess what? They took down the statue of Saddam Hussein. One thing though, Bush, like Lyndon Johnson, went a little overboard. Should have kept it as it was after they captured Saddam Hussein. And at some point, say, around 2007, leave the Iraqis to their own fate. I believe in peace through strength, but I think it should have some limitations. And so that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Jimmy, what did you push that for? JR, I don't think that's supposed to be the message of this particular thing. Why not? Our granddaddies would have wanted that. Let me tell you something. Our granddaddies are in heaven. Sometimes we got to take over and do things a different way. Let's talk a little bit less about foreign policy, and let's talk about something a little bit more practical, please. Alright, sure, a little bit of help. Let's say Jimmy and I are negotiating a business decision. Jimmy is trying to get me to buy Impact Health Sharing. I love it, but I want you to listen to me. No, I'm trying to get Jimmy to buy it. Jimmy, I want you to buy Impact Health Sharing. Well, now, JR, I don't know that much about it. I mean, cost effectiveness. Get a grip, Jimmy, okay? Listen, if you don't buy Impact Health Sharing, I won't help you get on the stage. That's awfully tough, JR. Oh, Jimmy, come on. You know, you're one of the people, you know, I made you in some ways. I'm the one that's made you stronger. Be able to stand on your own. Now, come on. Get yourself in gear. Lower that BMI index of yours. Crank it up on your business. And buy Impact Health Sharing. JR, and stop being suspicious. How you doing? I know you can. I want you to build your business and do it within 6 months to a year to where you're making enough money to make a difference in your life. Lose some dang weight. Eat healthy for a change. And buy into Impact Health Sharing once you've lost that weight. You got me? Yeah, JR, I got you. Good. Now, see, that is peace through strength. But we're not done yet, are we? No, sadly, JR, we are not. We are not done. we got a part 2 coming tomorrow. So this time I'm gonna be negotiating you about something, okay? No, I'm gonna negotiate with you. Okay, I'll be guinea pig again. I'll go with your experimental design. Good. Hope you enjoy listening to the J.R. Hendrick text to Strenuous Life Radio. Please subscribe. Until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. Do what others want so you can have what others can't. And like my daddy always says, think strong, and live the strenuous life. God bless you. Y'all take care now here. Take care now. And JR really loves you.